This is KGW News at noon.
Well, it's a rainy start for spring break travelers. PDX is expecting almost 1 million people to pass through between now and the first week of April. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Brenda Braxton. We're going to check in with Tim Gordon at the airport in just a second. But first, meteorologist Chris McGinnis is here with that forecast. Hey, Chris.
Good evening, good afternoon, I should say. It feels like evening now once you've been up since 2, right? We have got a little bit of a kind of a 50-50 forecast. If you're staying locally or maybe heading to the beach or up into the mountains this weekend, know this. The rain is already moving in, and it will be with us at least on and off, I think, during the day tomorrow. We may even hear a couple of rumbles of thunder on Saturday. Snow level dropping to about 3,500 feet. So what does that mean up in the Cascades? We may freshen up the slopes a little bit. A couple of inches of snow possible at the Cascade ski resorts late tonight, early tomorrow. And then I think all of us will enjoy some sunshine as we head into the day on Sunday. So kind of a 50-50 weekend. In fact, as far as the snow is concerned, let me roll the clock here on Futurecast, and I think I can show you at least, well, we'll get back to that. Light dusting possible in the higher terrain. I don't anticipate really any travel over the Cascade passes this weekend. If you're heading over to Central Oregon, you should be mostly okay, but those snow levels eventually get down to about 3,500 feet. All right, staying here in the metro area, sun showers and thunder showers possible tomorrow with highs in the upper 50s. Sunday looks gorgeous, full sunshine and highs in the lower 60s, but in the meantime, here comes the rain. And Brenda, I believe Rod Hill sat here this morning and said it would be raining at noon. And look at that, it's raining at noon. So there you go, your full forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
Excellent, thank you. Okay, now for more on PDX. Families have been flying out since early this morning, getting a jump on their spring break plans. KGW's Tim Gordon is joining us live at the airport. So, Tim, how's it looking this afternoon?
Well, Brenda, all things considered, it's looking quite good. Check it out. Here's the TSA lines right now. And I can tell you the TSA is really on its game today, and people, for the most part, are in good spring break spirits. The spring break travel season has arrived at an airport that keeps seeing more and more passengers. It starts early with a big crowd arriving for morning flights, including families with young children. These girls are in great spirits, in part because mom prepared.
I made breakfast last night for this morning. I took the day off work yesterday in addition to all this other time off so I could spend the entire day packing and organizing. Be really organized.
The TSA is moving people through, at times with the help of a dog that does the screening by doing all the sniffing. 57,000 people will pass through here today, one of the busiest days going. Many flying off to places with more warmth.
We're going to do SeaWorld, we're going to go to the zoo, we're going to hit the beach. Sunshine.
Altogether, 955,000 will come and go from PDX during the 2-week period of Oregon and Washington spring break.
We're going to California.
Debbie Tufts is off with her 2 daughters, heading to the grandparents first, then a Mexico cruise.
I'm looking forward to the big buffets and the swimming pools.
And talk about being prepared, Naomi has some pretty specialized sunglasses decorated with her favorite treat.
I got these from Claire's, and I love donuts, so I also have a donut hand sanitizer because I like donuts.
You're all set.
Yeah.
I want some of those sunglasses. Those are nice. Hey, there's something brand new that's starting today at PDX. It's a way for you to order food or even retail items on your phone with an app, and then they'll deliver it right to your gate. It's called Where's My Gate? And there it is. I'm trying to give you a look at it. Now, this isn't going real well, is it, Brenda? Let me show you. Hang on. Stay with me.
No, I'm with you.
There it is. At Your Gate is the app. Good. We're only the 6th airport in the country to have this, and it's quite convenient. You can order a pastrami from your favorite Kenny and Zook's and have it delivered right to your gate, and you can take it right on the plane with you. So that's brand new, and I'm glad I was able to spit that out before spring break. Back to you.
Yes, safe travels to everybody there at PDX. Tim, thank you. Well, today marks 5 years since the deadliest landslide in U.S. history. 43 people died near the small town of Oso, Washington, when an unstable hill collapsed. 49 homes were also wiped out. This morning, first responders and families who lost loved ones held a remembrance ceremony.
I never thought that something that happened that long ago could seem like yesterday. I mean, does it feel like 5 years to you guys? Not a day goes by I don't visualize the aspects of that day. And it's the littlest things that send me into a rabbit hole of trying to figure out what I could have done differently and how I could have helped more. But I know I wouldn't be the person that I am today without that. It shaped me into a person that I'm proud to be.
Speakers read the names of those who died and then held a moment of silence. They also dedicated a 23-mile portion of Highway 530, which will be known from here on out as the Oso Slide Memorial Highway. An actual memorial will be built on the site of the landslide. Well, police say the man who confessed to sexually assaulting a 6-year-old at a mall here in downtown Portland will be in court this afternoon. Here's his mugshot, or actually that's a surveillance picture. He's 30-year-old Dante Howe. Police say the assault happened in the restroom at Pioneer Place on St. Patrick's Day. Officers released a surveillance picture of Howe, and then tips from the public led to his arrest. We did a little digging into Howe's criminal history. Records show he faced a public indecency charge back in 2013. Well, take a look at this mangled wreck. Oregon State Police say the crash happened last night after the driver led them on a chase. The car was stolen and troopers spotted it on I-5 in the Albany area. They say the driver took off, lost control, and rolled the car several times on Highway 164 near Jefferson. One person inside died. 2 others were taken to Salem Hospital with serious injuries. Troopers say the driver and passengers were connected to multiple armed robberies in the Eugene area. Well, firefighters are slowly containing the North Maple fire near Kelso. Yesterday, crews lowered evacuation orders to level 2 for people living in 100 threatened homes. That means they can go home, but they have to be ready to leave again immediately. At last check, the fire has burned about 40 acres. Officials think the fire started because of a burn pile. New at noon, students at Benson High School in Portland walked out of class this morning. They say they're trying to save important programs. Students say they've been told the architecture major is getting cut, and possibly others too. Christine Pitawanich talked to the kids. She's live this afternoon in Northeast Portland. So Christine, what are the kids in the program going to do?
Brenda, if the architecture program is cut, students in it tell me they won't be able to get a degree from Benson High in that major. And it's worth mentioning that things at Benson operate a little differently than at other high schools in that it has career and technical and education programs or majors that students will focus on in their junior and senior years. But today, 100, maybe more students walked out of class here at Benson Polytechnic High School to support the students who say their major is being cut. They don't want to have to switch career paths before they graduate next year. They're asking the school to keep the program alive for at least another year so the juniors here can graduate with a degree in the major that they planned on, and so that their countless hours of work don't go down the drain.
These are our majors, these are our passions, this is stuff that we want to pursue. Like the reason a lot of us want to go off to college or want to pursue these kinds of careers is because we're exposed to these majors and we are part of them.
The students today want to make clear to state legislators as well as district and school officials that funding for education is imperative and that out of everything that could have been cut, it shouldn't be their opportunity to pursue something that they're passionate about. Students say as they understand it, the funding for the architecture program was cut because of decreased funding, but I spoke with the district. They tell me that that was not the reason, rather it was a lack of enrollment. They tell me that in the 2019-2020 school year, 9 juniors and 9 seniors enrolled for the architecture program, and that's a decrease from previous years. They tell me that there are 9 other programs that students here can choose from, and they're hoping to reinstate the architecture program in the future. Back to you.
Hope it happens for the kids. Thank you so much, Christine.